Support for this podcast, as always, is brought to us by our boys at Market Squawk, powered by Live Squawk for all of your come and go data needs. And of always, xbrain.co.uk, enter promo code Fighting Words to save 20% off any and all Xbrain products at checkout. Patreon.com Fighting Words. Love the boys, support the boys, give us your money. £2 a month, £3.50 a month, £5 a month, or £10 a month. Tonight we have the very special guest, live and direct. He's doing a bit of an Eastern Bloc banger, the boy, bless him. True sensation, Samuel Etwe is with us. First of all, thank you for joining us during what is quite clearly your holiday time. Respect. And
No problem.
second of all, congratulations, mate. At least British Fight of the Year this year, no?
Yeah, what a fight.
Like,
It was a banger.
mate, talk to me, like, from the perspective, like, that's the sort of fight, obviously, you don't really want to be in too often, but it's nice to have them as, like, synonymous with you now, because no matter what happens in your career, you're always going to have that fight, and that was an absolute, mate, it's out of control.
It was a good one. Do you know what I can say? Yeah, in all honesty, it was I think made Fight of the Year contender because of the atmosphere in there.
For sure.
We didn't actually have so much punishment. I don't think he never landed too many big shots, you know. So he caught me with some little, trying to set up stuff, but I never got caught with much big shots. You know, came out of no swelling, no cuts, no bruises. Yeah. So, but it was exciting just because he was always in the fight. So it was the fight to be in.
It was amazing, and like from a stoppage perspective, that's KO of the year. Like, I don't know what you could, I don't know what you can have in these shores that can rival that for a British title for that level of fight, and it ended like that. My God, did you shit yourself a little bit that he was not okay?
30 seconds to go. I thought it was going up. I thought it was going to points up to that point. You know, it was a good decision. Up to it was just 30 seconds left to go in the fight, and we pulled out of the bag. And we've been, to be honest, we were working on that exact setup in training. Was during that exact setup in training with Gary over and over again, and it just happened to happen in the 12th round.
It's again. From a fan's perspective, epic. Like, amazing fight.
That's Rocky movie stuff, isn't it?
Exactly, it's film stuff. It's like you described it as like the Leewood Condon kind of thing for this
year.
Yeah. And it is. It was like, are you still buzzing from it?
Yeah, we're still happy. I'm still chuffed about the win. Back into training already out here in Romania. Still back running miles. Hitting the bags, chopping wood. So it's still, we're still keeping active, staying ready. So we have to get ready,
Now you're a British champ, right? What happened? Why did Josh relinquish? Because you're part of the same camp.
Yeah. So Josh was going for world honors. He had an belt lined up. So he's closer to that goal of having those world titles.
Yeah.
Luckily, same camp, and he said, his plans to relinquish. So we got the head start on applying for that title fight, and we applied for it. The board went ahead, and we had a great dance partner in Cartwright as well.
Yeah, it like, again, you can't ask for more for, like, again, like you said, perfect dance partner, perfect fight. Like, you can't be happier to nick it. I mean, like, the British title is for any British fighter. It's it's in line with a world title, right? Everyone wants the British title, then they want to go on to world honours for sure. But to have that on the mantle, like, are you going to try and get it outright?
Yeah, I mean, if we can do it in a good space of time, I believe so. Yeah. We don't want to stay at a level too long. I've always said to my coaches and stuff, I was like, after going for the British, I've noticed a lot of fighters after winning the British outright, they don't do too well when they get to the next world level if they take too long.
Yeah, but they're hard fights, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they put miles on the clock,
Sure.
So we wanna, want to put a stamp on it. Definitely defend it.
Yeah.
If we could do it 3 times, in succession quickly, then why not? But if not, then we'll go for whichever opportunities present themselves.
You feeling a lot better now at super welter, light middle? Are
Uh,
you more comfortable though? Because like welter must like you're a big dude. Like welter must have been hard.
yeah, I was making more weight since I started boxing. I started boxing 10 years ago in total. I mean, from the
Yeah.
amateur career, weight. So it was a breeze making super weight this time. I felt like I was still having my snacks here and there. So it was. I mean, it's been good. I just have to grow it. I think personally, I have to grow into the weight a bit more. I mean, super weight, do a bit of
Yeah.
weight, which is what I'm doing now. Carl Wright is on a little bit on the bigger side for the super weights, and a lot of them are quite big. So we're gonna be, making sure that we're not getting pushed around in a, like I was saying in before the last fight.
I mean, like from your campmate Josh. Josh is not the biggest 154. Like
No.
compared to like Troy.
Mhm.
Troy was like physically seemed so much bigger than him anyway. Like
There
it's
was big size difference when they're in that fight.
100%. But
Yeah.
like what you're saying there, as long as you're not being pushed about, as long as you can keep
Yeah.
it going, and as long as you can do what you need to do at 154. I mean, like you 5'9" ish, 5'8", 5'9".
5'8", 5'9", yeah, 5'8".
Yeah. I mean, if we listen, all of us medium level dons, if we're 5'8", we're 5'9". You know that.
Yeah.
You know that. Obviously,
Exactly.
I'm 5'9" and point two.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So what's the plan next then? Obviously, after you get married in
Mhm.
Romania, like a G, right? That's just. Are you going to move out there?
Um, no plans to move out here yet, but we're gonna see what the future holds. It's really nice out here.
Yeah.
Quality of life, good. Um,
Yeah.
food is amazing.
Yeah.
Uh, so yeah, man, no plans yet, but we're gonna see what the future holds.
Nice. So next fight.
We're hoping to get out before the end of the year. Um, we're on a quick-ish turnaround. Gonna get married in the next month.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm still training now. My missus is actually coming to me with the gym, and she's like, yeah. Just the other day, she was like, "You got to punch higher," because I was hitting the bags. It was kind of medium level. She's like, "No, you got to punch higher. Keep going to the." So she's like been, she's
Getting
been
you, getting you in. Yeah. She's been having words with Adam and Gary.
yeah. But yeah, she's good. Adam and Gary, they're really good. They really they really speak well about her as well. Because yeah, they really speak well about her.
How did you get hooked up with them?
So we were sparring with them. We've been sparring them for years. We're sparring for Josh and Abbas Baru
Yeah.
uh, prior to joining them for years. And it was always good sparring. I say all the time, Josh is probably one of the
Fact.
sharpest boxers in Britain that I've been up against. We sparred Eubank Jr., we sparred Conor Benn, we sparred
Yeah.
Florian Mark, sparred a lot of the guys that are
What's it
like
like,
top.
Florian's? What's Florian? What's it like, Like, because like Florian,
He's a
love him or
G.
hate him, I love him personally, right?
Yeah,
When we had him on, he had us in his car on Zoom for 20 minutes, just basically specking us out to make sure that we weren't animals. And then when he decided that we were okay, he then proceeded to do it from a restaurant. Like, that just says
yeah,
everything you need to know about that man, right?
yeah. I heard some crazy stories about him before I started sparring him. But he's all right. In person he's respectful.
Yeah.
We tried to fight at welterweight, but had no luck.
Yep.
Uh, but yeah, um, yeah, man. He's what can I say about him?
Yeah.
He's all
He's
right
just.
in person.
He's just a nutter, isn't he? Like
Yeah,
in the best possible way, in the most respectful way. He's just
yeah,
a nutter. If you say to him, I can do this, he'll just look at you and say, no, you can't, and I'll prove it. Here you go, let's fight. And he was telling us that he was like tracking down people in Greece that were mugging him off on Twitter. And you just like,
yeah.
mate, relax. You
No, I'm
don't need
pretty sure
that. Of
he's won a kickboxing tournament with broken hands and stuff, hasn't he?
course he
Like
has. Of
Yeah,
course
he's
he has.
he's
tough.
an
Yeah,
absolute nutter.
seems like one of those real
Yeah,
tough guys.
just unnecessary. What's it like with because like from my perspective, obviously uh jo- Josh Phenom. When he came
Mhm.
out, you're seeing him land 17 left hooks and he looks like a computer game character. And then he had a little bit of a hard time. And then with the Troy fight, he's come back and he's absolutely and utterly put that to bed. And then the fight afterwards, you can only fight what's in front of you. But
Yeah.
for someone that's in his camp with him, training with him, doing rounds and rounds and rounds with him, you know, there's nothing for me personally that says that we've seen like half of what he's capable of. I genuinely believe when you hear Adam saying that sort of stuff, like, and who better than yourself to say, like, is he doing like forward rolls and double punches? And you're like, what was that?
He has fun in it. That's one of the things I can say about him. He has fun in the gym, and he's talented. I mean, it's
Yeah,
like, questionable, but he does train hard. You know, he does
yeah,
get good numbers in reactions and good times in sprints. So he really pushes himself. You know, that's what I think will set him apart. In future, and is setting him apart now because he actually does train hard and he pushes himself. So it's good to be in camp with all of them, with Harlem, with
yeah.
Abbas and Josh, because it's all like friendly competition, because no one wants to be the last in sprints, no one wants to have the lowest numbers, no one wants to have get tired first, no one wants to stop first. So it's a really good camp to be around. They're all happy fighters. Adam's great, Gary
Yeah.
Logan's great, Charlie's great, so it's a great camp. It's a great camp to be in.
See, now this is always the thing. A happy fighter is the most dangerous one. You can see when you're talking about the camp itself, like you can see that you genuinely are like, these are my boys and these are my people. Like
Definitely.
it's amazing.
Yeah, boxing. That's what I'm saying. Boxing is a lonely sport, but it doesn't feel like it when you got these guys in your corner. You feel like you're going in with an army. So it's a really good place that we're in now.
Yeah, 100%. And now you got the British that
Mhm.
for sure hold you in a little bit of a higher echelon in the camp itself. No.
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, I've been back to the gym a few times, and it's just like, yeah, congratulations. Let's get back to work. So we got more to come. It's a great it's a great stamp to put on the career. It's a
Yep.
great thing, the thing to have. But it's in the gym is always back to work. It's just like another day.
Let's move past British. Touchwood. Are you going to go for European? You're going to go for Commonwealth? Are you what route do you fancy yourself doing?
Um, anything anything that presents itself. To be honest, I mean, if the European is there, it's
Hmm.
there at the moment. Abbas Baru should be fighting for the European soon.
Hmm.
Uh, so that should be getting tied up with Abbas and the guy that's currently European. But there's 4 belts now. There's interim titles.
Yeah,
You know, European versions of those belts. There's loads of Adam knows how to map
he
out a route
does.
as well.
He
Really
really does.
sussing out where we can get in those top 15 world ratings. And
Nice.
so we're just waiting to go, taking any opportunities.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, like with Adam, like there's no one better in the game that understands the paths through. Like he is a master of that. That's why he's the Dark Lord, bless him. Right? It is. For again, like I said, from a fan's perspective, like to see you win the British in that fashion, in that kind of fight, it's exactly why this has become kind of the center of world boxing now. And like
Yeah,
from like your perspective, like what after that, like you must have world title aspirations. You must have like you might look at like the IBO and laugh at it a little bit, but like I'll have one.
it's a,
I'll definitely. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's a world title still.
yeah, it's a world title still. I didn't have British title aspirations until I fought for it last year
Hmm.
against, and coming up short in that fight, not getting the decision.
Mm,
I said it became my goal. I was like, no, there's no way I'm challenging for this title. I'm not getting it. So
yep.
when I got over to Adam, I want to be British champion, and that was 8 months ago. And 8 months later, we're at a new weight. Not the same weight, but we made it happen regardless.
Why did you change weight? Was it just too tough?
It was an opportunity, to be honest.
Okay.
I was still going for. I was still thinking motorweight. Adam, he seen me with Abbas and Josh. He's like, yeah, I mean, these guys are super welterweight, and you're handling yourself in there. You know, he brought in some middleweights for me to spar. He said, I mean, he sees no reason why I couldn't win a British at super welterweight. You know, so the opportunity was there. We were ready for it, and so we just took it.
Okay, I like that. I mean, why not? I mean,
Yeah.
listen, £7, £7. You know, it's or £8 even. Right?
I mean, but
Is
at the moment, you see people like Canelo jumping up 3 weight classes, going back down 2 weight classes. You know, so it's
this
not
is it.
it's not such an alien thing to do now.
No, definitely not. And
Yeah.
especially the difference between welter and super welter is negligible. You know,
Mhm.
like the dudes that they all switch between it, right? Especially for like yourself, like those £7, that's a meal and not going for a run that day, right?
Yeah, exactly,
It's
exactly. You know, just that little bit extra you're gonna have in the tank. I think just that little bit extra time to recover. Just not doing so much as you would do as a welterweight, as a big welterweight, especially as well.
yeah. I mean, from with the Echo fight, did you like Echo's our boy, right? He's been on a bunch of times. It's and I like to think that you're our boy now as well because we're completely nooch, right? How with that fight? Because Echo is one of those dudes, isn't he? Like he's just a hard night for anyone.
Yeah, I think it's just his output that makes him, you know, get through these fights because I honestly went into that fight saying there's, you know, I'm gonna come out with this belt. And
Yeah.
I think being a away fight as well, I had to really put my foot down a lot more to have
Mm.
come away with it. But yeah, man, he's a he's another boxer that I've taken a liking to outside of the ring. You
This
know,
is
we
it,
can't.
right? It's hard not
Yeah,
to like him, isn't it?
yeah,
To be fair, it's much like yourself. It's hard not to like him and you.
it's true. But yeah, man. So yeah,
Do you
I
want that
mean,
rematch?
can't get too friendly. You know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
With
yeah,
that,
yeah.
Yeah.
always is a possibility. Always a
Yeah.
possibility. So yeah,
Because he's looking thicker and thicker each fight at 147, in
yeah,
my opinion. Like he's
yeah.
looking, you know, he's I don't know how old, I can't remember how old he is off the top of my head, but he's not, he's in his 30s. He's a fully grown man, and like, you know, making that 10-7 over and over and over again is going to get harder. I think we might
It's-
see you two up at 154, maybe for a
I
rematch.
mean, yeah. If he comes up to 154, I welcome it. I mean, I'm still not ruling out going down to 147 either. So we're going to see how it goes over the past maybe month. If I'm around the welterweight and I believe I can still make it, then I'll still go back down to welterweight.
Fact. Right. I'm going to leave you on that one. After the wedding, I want to get you back for a much longer one,
Definitely.
and that we'll leave it on that.
Definitely.
Samuel, the true sensation, mate. Congratulations again. Like, there is simply no way that that's not knockout of the year and British
Yeah.
fight of the year. Especially, I mean, even if it's just on our end of the year awards, you're getting it.
Yeah.
Fact. But
To our tens of followers.
congratulations. Yeah, congratulations, and all the best, man. Best of luck for the wedding, and
Much
yeah,
appreciated.
hey, man. Speak to you later.